Hello gamers, Johnny here. Don't you ever get bored of the same old runs in games like Dark Souls, Sekiro, Bloodborne? Because I do. So for all of your entertainment, let's see if we can complete this randomizer with only the starter weapon and starter armor. The rules are pretty self-explanatory, so without further ado, let's begin. Okay guys, so what you saw earlier was basically my very first attempt. It was a nightmare. Manus was there, he one-shot me, he hit me through the walls, you had many late game enemies, it didn't work. It didn't work at all. I couldn't even reach Manus again, so I couldn't even try to see if I could beat him. And bear in mind, I never played the DLC. I completed Dark Souls back in the day, but it was the main game. I never played the DLC. I jumped to Bloodborne and Dark Souls 3 later on the years, but I didn't really got back to play Dark Souls 1. But well, now we can begin and see if it's gonna be easier this time. And immediately we see that Manus is dead again. I cannot believe it. 2 times in a row. But at least this time, Manus is locked. Now the only problem is if I can even get through the corridor, because with this armor I'm fat rolling. I try again and nothing. I'm simply too slow. I think I'll need to change tactics. I wasn't gonna allow myself to take off the armor ever, but come on, I cannot even level up. I will only take the armor off for this particular section. After that, I will put it back on and just struggle with it. But right now, it's just to get past Magnus. So I got lucky there, but eventually we finally passed. Fuck me. I put back on the armor, because I don't wanna enjoy, I guess. We reach the very first bonfire, and we'll see what is the first boss. At least it won't be Manus, so that's something. We'll go and see. And oh, the gargoyles, that's nice. Go and grab for shield or weapon. Go for the weapon and let's try it. Oh, that's a one shot. That's nice. That's very nice. I think this is, see, yeah, it's one of those spears that they have, you know, the demons in Anor Londo. I never bothered with them, never used them, but they do electric damage, so that's nice. We'll see if it's good for something. But yeah, this shield, this weapon, and this armor is the only ones I'll be using for the entire of the run, so we'll upgrade them later on. They're not too bad, I guess. Oh look, another demon. I guess he wants to get back the spear. We'll kill him so he doesn't pester too much. And the damage is awful. Oh my god. And the shield doesn't protect completely. Oh, he staggers. That's nice. Yep. Not a great weapon. Maybe when we upgrade it, but right now I'm not too impressed. But I had worse. So let's see how Oscar is doing. After facing Manus, probably is not doing too good.
Perhaps I was too hopeful.
Yes, you were, Oscar. Yes, you were. Well, having said our goodbyes to Oscar, we try and reach the gargoyle for the first time. And we see Bob the Blob. Bob here is very passive, he won't bother us at all. But the same cannot be said for the bloody gargoyle that is attacking me through the floor. And while I was distracted, I panicked. I didn't dodge the attack. Next take, I tried to bait him out, but the gargoyle again was trying to take me off, and I died again. So on my third attempt, I decided stuff them. I'm gonna just run past them. I assert dominance over the cat, and I went past. And while I was reflecting, something terrible happened. Yeah, I should have jumped, but I wanted to do a plunge attack. Big mistake. So on my final attempt, I finally reached the fog gate, jumped, and went for the boss. I wasn't gonna risk it. I was gonna take it nice and easy. Damage is pretty good actually, so nothing to complain there. After a little bit, the gargoyle is finally dead.
I'm gonna come. Oh.
Okay, so finally, we leave this godforsaken place. You and I both know that I will never be back. Not with Manus there. The, the cat wants to say goodbye. So, let's ignore it. Let's carry on.
Only in the ancient legends it is stated that one day an undead shall be chosen. To leave the undead asylum in pilgrimage to the land of the ancient lords. Lordran.
Okay, we are finally at Lordran. We can begin the the room proper. It was about time. So let's rest at the bonfire because we earned it and what the okay, let's try talking with the locals. Alright, maybe the merchant.
I'd prefer to keep a distance, if possible.
Okay. You know, Petrus being a cleric and all, he was easily bribed. He saw us his wares eventually. And I brought a bit of everything. You know, I'm not really planning ahead. And we might need the souls in a pinch. But the interesting thing is that it has the ring of protection, favor and protection. This ring, you can bet we're putting it on and we'll never take it off. I won't even wash my hands anymore. That valuable. Okay, so all equipped. We rest on the bonfire, but this time we'll level up. It's about time. So I'm not messing about. I'll just go for a typical strength build. It's good enough, I think. I didn't really check with what these weapon scales, but you know, we'll be fine. Probably. If I get stuck, I can always, you know, let let that giant drop to his death or something. But I'll try not to do it. I don't wanna make this too easy. Okay, so forward we go to the undead pack. Okay, these enemies are not too bad. Damage is okay. Yep. Let's see what this skeleton has. And the soul is nice, but a copy of my seal, that's like a bad joke, you know, but oh well. Okay, we beat this wiggly skeleton, trying to give us a hook, so I think it's nice actually, but you know, I'm kind of an asshole, so let's just kill it. And this. We try to put goo all over our faces. Didn't work. That crazy proc. Okay, like I said, damage is not bad, but you need sometimes like 10 hits to kill an enemy. That's not too good. Can't wait to get to 100 to upgrade it. Okay, we carry on. And another soul, that's nice. And we see the boulder guys. I guess the boulder is glitchy, so because you know they're not in the swamp. So out of the swamp they don't have a texture. That's nice. Still, they can still hit with it though, so we have to be careful. We poke it. That's peak gameplay right there. But you know, I'm not taking too many chances. I struggle enough in the asylum. Okay, we carry on, and leather gloves. We'll never equip those. Or anything for that matter. Okay. And we see Quelak. Oh god. But we don't have the binoculars, so, you know, sorry guys, we'll have to kill it. I'll poke it with my spear. She's not attacking, so seems like she likes it. But unfortunately, I got a bit too trigger happy, and we got inside there. Yep. Drop a comment below if you also want to be this close to Quelak.
Yeah, boy.
Eventually, after much poking, it finally dies. Okay boys, we have a spear, that's the natural enemy of every boar. So let's try it. Yeah, that's what I thought. And we have a couple of those boulder guys. We'll take care of them. The damage is not great, but at least I can backstab them here. They do a lot of damage, so it was a good thing we level up. Okay, we proceed. And we see a heady wall. Okay, that's nice, I guess. We'll ignore it for now. We'll just run past it if we can. And we can't. That's nice. Another Quillag. Just big enough to not let us pass. That's very nice. So, yeah. We poke it through the wall. Damage is alright, but it has a lot of health, so no kidding. I spent the majority of another 3 minutes poking it. He just wouldn't die, but eventually we could pass. I don't know where even she was standing, to be fair. And we see an interesting assortment of enemies. They're not too bad. The humanities. So, I was thinking, guys, to do the DLC with this character, cause I've never done it. So it will be blind and randomized, you know, because I'm masochistic like that. So what do you guys think? Or I should just jump to the final of the game? Drop it in the comments below. Okay, our main objective right now is to reach the undead merchant. It's not like we need nothing in particular. I want the residence key, but apart from that, but you know, maybe it has a surprise for us. Maybe it sells something we need, or a ring. We buy a few of the consumables it has. We check for the Titanites, and also we found the Havel ring. Yeah, he had the Havel ring. That was a bit of luck on our part. We equip it immediately, and let's see if I can finally roll like a normal person. And no, I cannot. So that's nice. So that's the rest of the run. I cannot roll. So we'll add it to the list of challenges. But rolling till the end. Just like my first ever playthrough. Heavy armor, full strength and patrolling. And I completed it. Somehow. Drop a like if in your first playthrough you also patrol till the end. I like to hear it. Okay, we kill it, but I didn't grab the item. To be fair, I didn't even see it. And the knight looks like he's stuck. Okay, plant is also idle. For some reason. We'll ignore it for now. And we get the leggings and the guardian tail. Okay, not too crazy about any of that. I would prefer consumables. Or maybe a ring, but considering I have Havels and the other one, I don't think we'll need nothing else. Ever. Okay, we get to the bonfire and we can finally rest. And what the hell? 30k? Huh. Let's do that again. See if we can see what the hell died. Come on. Do it. Hurry. Something exploded back there, but I don't really know what. Do you guys know? I don't really know right now. I don't really know what kind of enemy will die if you get it out of his habitat, so don't know. Maybe it's a boss? It looks like it died on the roof, so... Okay, small leggings. We step on the plant to assert dominance. And looks like the enemies are not too bad. I mean, some like the dragon are also frozen in place. Has to be a book. Not complaining though. And another blacksmith. That's nice. I'm sure there is not like a bazillion enemies that they could choose from, but another blacksmith is okay, I guess. Simple enough. We'll beat him easily. We do it. We go to the bridge. Fight him in the bridge like proper men. But he starts to get too close for comfort, so I went back. I started to mess about with it. And here, I made a big mistake. It hit me once, and I panicked a bit. I blocked the hit, and it's just the way it is. My fault, really. Told you I haven't played in like 10 years. Your character is so slow compared to, you know, Bloodborne or Dark Souls 3, but I still love the junk of this game. I really like it. And now all the enemies, for some reason, are moving. So I try to rush it, and everyone is chasing me, and doesn't look too good. And like always, I have a bloody boar in the way, so I have to back out. We try to take things, you know, nice and easy. We'll rest to recover health. What the hell? Oh, you know, the blacksmith. I'm starting to hate that guy. I really am. Never killed it before. And now, I wish I never did, because it's so annoying. Has loads of health, looks like he's resistant to piercing. And now he's with his friend. Okay, I won't make the same mistake again. Make a room for it, maybe if I'm quick enough. No, the boar is in the way. Again. So, I panic, backed into a corner, and the dragon killed me. Yeah, couldn't been better. I tried to take it easy on the next attempt. You know, baiting the enemies one by one like it should be done. I tried to kill them all. And it was working. Not too bad actually. The damage to the dragon was pitiful, but apart from that, not too bad. And the dragon, you know, being a dragon, you would have thought that it knows how to fly. But no. It took itself out of the equation. Better, because it was taking forever with this weapon. We killed the rat. And now we'll have to kill the boar. Normally they are, you know, armored, and you cannot really... The weapon should bounce. But it doesn't with him. For some reason. No matter. I'll take it. Okay, and the rematch of the century. Me versus the blacksmith. Again. Face him. I'm not taking any chances this time. I only have 3 S2s left, but I don't really want to go back to the bonfire and reset everything. Maybe, if I'm lucky, the boss will be something like Pinwheel and we'll kill it and be able to move on, but no, I don't really fancy, you know, going back to the bonfire and waking up all the enemies again. And we got lucky with the dragon, so I don't really fancy beating it again. Okay, and now the small giant. Let's just poke it. And the damage is crap, for a change. We finally beat the rock giant, whatever his name is. We proceed. By the way, if you are enjoying the content, consider subscribe. It will mean the world to me. I'm just starting in YouTube and I will really appreciate it. I'll try to upload videos like this every week, and also something a little special that I have planned for you. I plan to do randomizers for most of my content. Dark Souls 3, eventually Bloodborne and Elden Ring, and also with the added challenge of, you know, only using the very first weapon and armor you get on the randomizer. I think that will be interesting and hard, and always fresh, because you never know what you are gonna get. Okay, we poke the humanity souls to death. Poking my humanity. Oh, the humanity. Okay, we kill them finally, and we get to... And you know, on the background I keep hearing these noises, and I have a bad feeling. It's Bloody Manus again. Because, you know, it's not like there is like 50 other bosses they could choose from. We tried to bait him out, and it worked. Looks like Manus fell to the void or something. I'm not taking any chances. I'll just run. Okay, try to look elegant there. You know, speedrun strat and all that. Didn't quite work. Beat the rat to death. I'm a bit nervous about the enemies following me. Looks like they're a bit slow, thankfully. And I just... well, we killed them while we're at it, but not really too bothered about them. More bothered about the... whatever is in store for the boss. I only have 2 Estus left. And it might not be enough. Okay, so at this point I was considering just going through the garden, but I thought, nah, let's see what's up. I wanna see what Taurus is being substituted for, but it doesn't look too good. Another Quelag. Drop in the comments how many Quelags you think it will be in the whole run. So far we saw 3. And we saw them together. I don't know if there will be many more, but I'm saying 10. I think 10 will be the number. Okay, so we managed to get past the lava. Was a bit awkward, but we did it. And yeah, we got a bit stuck there. We wiggle around and we finally got out, but not enough room. So we run and the Capra demon is waxing. I tried for a bit, and in one of the runs I got really close to, to get to the same point, but Bloody Manus kills me and attacks me through the wall, so that hurt my ego.
Emotional damage!
Okay, after that helping hand from Manus, I could record him for a bit, and after bashing my head against the wall several times, we managed to get to this point. This time looks like Quelag didn't spew her lava all over the fog gate, so that was good. Let's see what she's up to, up there. Yep, she's just doing a spider thing, that's good. I'm glad she's doing that. We might now have a chance to beat the boss. And yeah, the damage is quite good actually. Capra as a whole is just an easy boss. But still, I'm not taking a single chance. No, we're taking it nice and easy. If I had to do that gauntlet again, I'm gonna kill someone. No. And we do it. We beat it first try, that was good. And we see that Quelag is still doing her thing. Probably webbing a spider web. That's good. Remember kids, don't kill the spiders if you can avoid it. They go for the flies and those annoying mosquitoes, so it's not bad to have 1 or 2. It's not bad to have 1 or 2 at home. And now we get to our favorite character ever, Soler. So it seems like he's going through a god phase. Looks sick on it, dude. So we got the Sapstone, and I was considering my next destination. As for the Sapstone, you might wondering why I'm grabbing it. Am I using summons? Well, you see, I don't plan to use any summons. On the main video at least, but I have something very special planned for the summons. You'll see eventually. It's something akin to a mini series I'm planning to do. It will be running towards this one. and the summons are gonna be the main protagonist. And obviously, in this randomized world, even a summon is gonna have a interesting time. So that's something I want to see. Okay, here I was considering going through the sewers. Maybe opening the shortcut, but you know what? For what? It's no dragon there, so let's just carry on through the bridge. And we see our dear friend the skeleton weaponsmith. You know, with how many of those that appeared so far, Andre better put his act together because they are taking his business. We'll lure him back to an open space and we'll just pierce it, poke it, bit by bit. Not taking a single chance. Not going through that trauma again, not with the bonfire so close. So we'll just poke it, nice and steady. Pokey, he does the spin. The channel is inner Beyblade. Didn't work. And we get through it. Okay, and now the humanities. Well, at least they are very passive. But one thing that bugs me is that they don't give me any humanity at all. I want the humanity. I have some plans for the humanity. But no, looks like they are not dropping it. It's okay, we'll just kill them and we'll get to the bonfire. That wasn't too bad. Titanite Slab, just because. And final kill. Okay. I will say that it's looking nice, but I keep hearing this thumping in the background, so I'm worried that it might be another Manus waiting for me. Wouldn't surprise me anymore. Looks like it's the only boss that is allowed to spawn, him and Quilak. So maybe we change the dragon for something much worse. I hope not. Okay, let's get for it. Let's see what awaits us in this little gauntlet. I might regret it.
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
Well, on the plus side, it wasn't Manus, so that's progress. On the downside, it's another dragon. Just when I thought that I wouldn't have to face any dragons today, this happens. Okay, well, I'm not beating it. I'll make a room for it, if I can. Looks like just about we can. Okay, it looks also that he cannot reach Sophia. So let's kill the enemies. But here, in a beautiful twist of fate, I channel my inner retard, and look what happens. Yeah, you bet I'm blaming my controller for that. You bet. After that, we struggle a bit to get to that point again, but on my third attempt, we did it. Got to it, we killed the mate, and I was considering just letting cook, because it's cooking itself. But someone threw a boulder I don't even know from where. And another one, and it drove me to the floor and I died. This was footage of my live reaction to this moment. Yeah, that pissed me off. After that we struggle again to get back to that point. We struggle a lot. But in one of those I managed to get past, and in a genius move I even got to close the gate. The boss took care of the knight. All was good. He cannot follow me now. And I was thinking to myself in this particular moment, did I did good? Because now the shortcut is closed. He's in the way. So if I die, I have to go back through the long road. So I thought, fuck it. Let's just run to the bonfire. I have enough. So I channel my inner Naruto.
I'm fastest, boy.
And we just run past everyone. Cannot be bothered anymore. Let's get to that bonfire. Let's talk to Andre and upgrade our weapon. And try to make the most of it. Okay. So, with all the Titanites we acquire, we have plenty enough to upgrade the spear to +5. That raises his damage quite a bit. The electric damage is quite more interesting. I'm thinking that maybe we should have a look to see with what scales, because, you know, I'm doing it a bit blind at the minute. Don't know. But I'll figure it out eventually. For now, let's just rest at the bonfire and carry on. See if we can beat the gargoyles. Okay, let's go for it. I could just run past them, but I won't be doing that. If I'm able, I wanna show you guys all the different enemies and synergies they have between them thanks to the randomizer. When I see challenge runs for this type of videos, everyone goes straight to the boss, and that's fine and all, but I like to, you know, have a look at the enemies, try to see if I can beat them. Like this one, for example, is like cosplaying as a statue. It's not even moving. Let's just kill it. So yeah, I wanna show up, guys, all the enemies, if I'm able. Oh boy. Here they have a right party. Right. Okay, let's draw them outside and go for them one by one. Okay, 2 hits. 3, no, 2 hits again. The lance, for being at +5 like it is, I mean, it's okay for normal enemies, but for example this one is not doing barely nothing. And the damage it does to us is quite high. I mean, we might have to level up at some point because not quite working out anymore. I'm a bit concerned with the boss. Like I was saying, I wanna show you guys the interesting thing that happens along the way, and obviously the boss. And on that regard, I will be posting my videos weekly. I'll try to have them out every Wednesday. I'm not doing the whole game in a single run. I will be splitting the adventure in parts, and I'll create a playlist for it to be more easily accessible. I'll also try to have, I wanna do it like that because the videos will be more, you know, editor friendly like that. I wanna be able to edit them properly and take the time they deserve. Okay, this bull was struggling a bit with it because I cannot backstab him, but with our matador skills we'll beat him easily. Those enemies, they look chill, so I'll let them live. If they don't bother me, I won't bother them. Someone gift us a titanite chunk. Pity we cannot use it. And another boar. Okay, looks like he wants his revenge on his fallen brother. Don't worry. Many boars in this randomizer for some reason. Don't know why. And yeah, since this is stuck, we'll poke it through the wall. At the time of recording, I still don't know if we will be able to beat the game with these conditions. So that's gonna be interesting. An interesting journey. I don't even know at the time of recording this part if I will be able to beat the boss. Okay, and he's Seth. Okay, it's not the optimal, not the best boss we could have hoped for, but we'll have to make do. And behind him, I don't know if you saw, but it's Centipede. So that has me a bit concerned because Seth has a lot of range, and the idea to kill Seth easily is used to stick to his armpit, or whatever his tentacle thing is. But I'm a bit worried that when Centipede joins, that's gonna be pretty much impossible. So here I am, taking it nice and steady. The damage is not great. Could be worse. I think Seth is weak to electric, but yeah. And he wakes up. Okay, and as soon as he wakes up, he punches through Seth. That was the one thing I was worried about. So yeah, he has a lot of range. They hit me and I died. Such a wonderful chemistry they have. Who would have thought? Let's try that again. And here I'm gonna try something a bit different. Here I tried to hide from Seth, see if maybe it will fall to his demise, since he's barely hanging on the roof. But no, he's not. So I have to try to go for the other side, see if he will maybe follow me there, but no. Cannot reach us, at least, but we can't neither. And if you're wondering if we could just hit the centipede like it is now, it doesn't work like that. If we hit it, it will just... it won't take any damage. Looks like it will, but it won't. I've seen it on another challenge runner. You have to wait for him to awaken. And awaken he does, and yeah, as soon as he awakens, he kills us. Does a lot of damage, and I don't know what to do with him. He's staring at me menacingly. Okay, on my next take, what we will do is just go for it. Stop everything else. We will just go for it. No regard for our health, and we get pushed. Okay, this is the one thing I didn't want. Curse me, I don't know where the stones of forge are gonna be.
Okay.
We are totally fucked. On my next take, I decide to just give it another go, but with half the health, I don't have my hopes hide, but what can you do anymore? try. And as soon as he wakes up, it kills us again. So I don't know if this is gonna be possible, but with this cliffhanger we'll end the video here, I'm afraid. I'll try and level up, I'll try something, and next week we'll see if the adventures of randomizer will continue. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. It was the very first one I did in my life, probably you could tell. But anyway, hope you enjoy it. Stay tuned.